Since the Prohibition of 1919 to the ratification of the 21st Amendment, which repealed this law in 1933, the consumption of alcohol has always been a debate between Congress, Senate, and the states. In this debate, the most argued topic has been the minimum drinking age and how as substandard young adults who are capable of doing everything but drink. The National Minimum Drinking Age Act of 1984 is unarguably the most questionable law passed by Congress, due to its infringement to the states' rights in the 10th Amendment, which states, powers not granted to the national government, nor prohibited to the states of the Constitution of the United States, are reserved to the states or the people. Today I will address the reason why opposition groups such as the Amnesty Initiative and the National Youth Rights Association exist and why we should rescind this law passed by Congress. Prior to the Prohibition in 1919, Wisconsin was the only state that had a minimum drinking age law which stated that anyone at the age of 18 years or older could have wine or liquor. However, this state had no age requirement for beer, as nor any other state in those times. After ratification of the 21st Amendment, which repealed the Prohibition, most states set their law to the age of majority, which was 21 years of age at that time. However, 8 states had their minimum set lower or did not have a drinking age law at all. Consequently, the Vietnam War was an instrument in the adjustment of the age of majority. Congress was feeling a constant pressure because of the many young men drafted into the military to fight but could not vote. So President Nixon signed a law that granted extension to the Voting Rights Act of 1965, which required the voting age to federal, state, and local elections to be 18 years of age, and this later led to the 26th Amendment, which standardized the voting age to 18. Over 68% of the states had their drinking age laws to fewer than 21, until the passing of the National Minimum Drinking Age Act of 1984. This law was passed to help combat teenage drinking and drunk driving fatalities. It states that all states are required to raise their ages for purchase and public possession to 21 by October of 1986, or lose 10% of their federal funding under the Federal Aid Highway Act. The opposition's, the Amnesty Initiative, was an organization made of 100 college presidents across the nation who was launching a movement for the reconsideration of the United States drinking laws. They stated that in their experience as university presidents, they had observed alcohol education that mandates abstinence as the only legal option and has not resulted in any significant constructive behavioral changes amongst their students. They also urged lawmakers to invite new ideas about the best ways to prepare their young adults to make responsible decisions of alcohol consumption. The National Youth Rights Association is the largest youth rights group in the United States. It was founded in part to seek to lower the drinking age back to 18 and have continued to be an active force in opposition to this law. Some facts about the age of majority or maturity. 1. It's defined as the threshold of adulthood and is recognized in law. However, all states except for 2 allowing marrying at the age of 18 under parent consent, with only 2 other states in the United States at 19, but they can't drink. The 26th Amendment of the United States Constitution standardized the voting age at 18, which led to the age of limits of alcohol to drop at that time, but they can't drink. Out of the 50 states in the United States, there is no age over 18 to obtain an unrestricted driver's license, with some states being as young as 16 years of age, but they cannot drink. In the military, under the Delayed Entry Program, American citizens can enlist into the United States military at the age of 17, under their parents' or guardians' consent. However, they can't drink. The United States minimum drinking age is in the same lines of the whole world. This is fiction. In fact, the whole world's common drinking age is 18 years of age, with only 5 countries in the whole world being 21. They are United States, Pakistan, Fiji, Sri Lanka, and Palau. If our nation is willing to allow 18-year-old men and women to fight for their country, vote for their next president, have a valid driver's license, sign binding contracts for credit, and tie the knot as mature adults do, then why can't these young adults make their own decisions and have an alcoholic beverage? Congress passed this law as a quick fix to minimize the alcohol-related incidents in our society, but all they have done is provided a gigantic band-aid. Through vigorous mentoring and training of our youth, we will see better results, and treating them like adults will allow them to not act like children. The truth is, alcohol does not kill brain cells. Being dumb and consuming large quantities does.